Hey everyone, welcome to JN Unique Designs. My name is Joseph, and thank you for coming back for a late night crafting with me. Tonight I am going to be playing with several companies. I know it's been a couple weeks since I've been with you, but thank you for coming back. And I will be playing with Elizabeth Craft Designs, Honeybee Stamps, Riley and Company, Spellbinders, and we'll play with some wax seals. And we're going to create a fun card today. I'm going to try something new with embossing folders and some gold leafing. So thank you very much for subscribing, and please comment down below, because if you like and comment down below, it helps the Facebook algorithm so people can come and see who I am and all of the goody stuff. So and if you have any questions, please send me a message and I will get back to you. So let's turn our camera around and see what I have in store for you. Alrighty everyone, so thank you so much for coming back with me. I mentioned to you that I will be playing with a few sets. This is Honeybee's buzzworthy company, and I don't even know what this one is called. Lovely Layers, Winter Greenery. I'll be playing with this set today, the Winter Green. I will be playing with a few other things. I've already made one of their cardinals, and this one, that one is called Lovely Layers Winter Birds. This is what they look like, and these are the two birds that come in this set, so you can definitely use that. I will definitely be using some other stuff. This is their winter, some of their winter releases, and one of the most important things that I'll be using is, of course, Elizabeth Craft Designs, because Elizabeth Craft Designs stuff is just phenomenal. I will be creating using this set, which is Florals set number 1873, which is the poinsettia. I'm going to be using Spellbinders 3D embossing folder. Just a variety of different things today for this video, and so let me put some of this aside just so that we can get started. And this is two sets, this is not one set. I have two sets on this magnetic sheet, and the reason why I do that is because I have an easier time cutting multiple at the same time. So that's why, if you're thinking that you got one set and it's not that many dies, it's because it's not that many dies. But I wanted to at least share with you that part. And then let me put this aside. Let me get some things put aside here to the side of my desk so that we can get started and let's have some fun. I'll also be using a wax seal, and I forgot my chimney. So one second while I grab my chimney here. And let's get my chimney started, because I know for a fact that it's going to take a while for the wax to melt. So, where is my nifty little lighter? There it is. I have so much stuff on my desk right now. My crafting room is just a simple big mess. So there's my chimney. Get my wax here. I'll put that right there just to get some wax melted. And then we're going to use a blue wax today. So it only takes about 4 pieces. So I put 4 pieces in there, and let's let that melt. We'll let that sit there for a little while to melt. Be very careful with that. So next thing I'm going to do is I have some gold leafing here. This is just some leafing stuff that I've had in my stash. You can use any type of leafing you like. You can use leafing from Tonic. You can use leafing from Michael's. You can use any type of leafing. And what I did was I already pre-cut this piece of paper. This sheet is 1.5 inches by 7.5, 1.5 inches by 7.5. And what I did was I went ahead and put Elizabeth Craft Designs double-sided adhesive on there. So as you can see, double-sided adhesive is on one side, and it's just plain paper on the other side. And then I'm going to go ahead and peel off the release sheet. I'm going to use the paper here just to be very careful and brush over the edges here, because it seems like there's some pieces hanging over. I'm going to pull out my my glitter tray, because when I'm using foil and glitter, I just like to have something to catch it on. So this is just ordinary leafing, as I mentioned. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just take the leafing and I'm gonna place it all over this thing. You know, just do that. Nothing particular, nothing fancy. And then I'm gonna cover all the excess over here, that type of thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and peel the rest off that. I'm gonna put the rest of that leafing sheet on here. As you can see, it's not even considered, you know, any type of particular way of doing things. I'm just putting leafing on the double-sided adhesive and just rubbing it, as you can see. So, you know, I should have enough leafing in theory, but in case I don't, I have a couple more sheets off to the side here. And I'm gonna go ahead and just peel whatever I can, to brush whatever I can to the edge here. You know, all these excess little pieces. You know, and then that's what I'm gonna do. So let's see here, how do I do this? I'm gonna take that excess there and make sure all of that leafing is down. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just take my hand and I'm gonna rub it all in. Take the extras. All the extras are gonna come off of there naturally, as you can see. I know I have a brush somewhere here. Apparently I didn't prepare this very well. So let's see here. I should have let's use this. Just a regular, this is my glitter brush from Elizabeth Craft Designs. And I'm just gonna brush off the extras. Just as that. And I don't care about the back. I know there's a glitter brush somewhere. There's a specific type of brush that I've had in my crafting room before. And whenever I'm doing foil or leafing like this, let me see, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go look for it real quick, just because it's a lot easier and I can show you what it looks like. Step away from my area there for a second. Aha. This is kind of like a cleaning brush of some sort. I don't know where Joyce at BoQ Creations got it from, but this is what I've used and it's phenomenal. And let me show you. Let me actually, sorry, I have to do this off screen because all you do is you brush it like this against your leafing, as you can see, and it just takes off all the excess without any hesitation. It just pulls it all off, you see? And then I just take it and I swipe it onto, don't worry, I'm not swiping it off onto the table or onto the floor. I have a trash can right underneath here and it's going straight there. So I like that brush a lot. And then, you see? So now you have a nice piece of gold leafing. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my 3D embossing folder from Spellbinders here. I'm gonna see where I want it. So I want some poinsettias on it. So I'm gonna place it right about there. That looks good. See where that is, and you can see the design there. I'm gonna go ahead and run it through my die cutting machine. And you have to look at your die cutting machine to see what your embossing 3D embossing is. For mine, I just use the base plate. I use the embossing folder and a top plate. That's all I'm using. I'm not using anything else. And it just runs through my embossing machine. This is my Sizzix switch that I'm using. And then there's that. Set that out to the side. And voila. After you peel it off of the embossing folder, voila. There you have a beautiful embossed image. And you can do that with any type of foil you like. If you upgrade the sandwich a little bit more, the 3D print is a little bit more in depth. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take Elizabeth Craft Designs double-sided adhesive tape. I'll place it on the back here. Like that. And then I'm going to place it onto a card. So, of course, through the magic of television and video, that's what I've already done. You can see how this is a slimline card for me, and I went ahead and already put a double-sided adhesive on the back, and I put it onto a card like such. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and take my VersaFine Claire, and this is Red Tulip, or Tulip Red. I'm going to color in, let's do this. I don't want to clean my mat today, even though I should. I'm just going to color in some poinsettias. I hope everybody's doing well today. You know, it's such a snowy day here in Colorado right now. The time of this live, it's snowing out pretty well, and I know it's tough to be here in winter now that we're just getting used to the warmth and everything, and so I'm looking at this. So I'm just, as you can see how easy it is to color Elizabeth Craft Designs. And if you haven't seen the video on me making what I call my nose-shaped flowers, please check it out. I'm gonna put a link to the top here, on the top of your screen, to my nose-shaping flowers. Because that's what I'm doing here. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing, nose-shaping flowers. Just to make it simple, make it easy, and I just love the way it turned out. So my wax is fully melted. I can tell by the wax itself, by looking off to the edge here, into the corner of my eye. So I gotta hurry up. I gotta hurry this up, and otherwise wax is gonna, my spoon's gonna burn there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that aside. I'm gonna take a, I have a Shady Lane VersaFine here. I'm gonna do some leaves. And I have plenty of videos where I show you, I walk you through step by step on how I color my leaves. So I'm just gonna do it very quick here. And if you haven't already, again, I really appreciate it if you shop with the links down below, because that helps support me and supports my channel. But also, if you like and subscribe to my channel, if you like and comment, what happens is it helps the Facebook algorithm, whatever that is, so more people can see this craft. So I greatly appreciate it if you do that for me. Definitely would greatly appreciate that. And then I have those winter greeneries. Let's see, so what I'm gonna try to figure out is, let's do this one in brown. This one is just a tree branch. Let's do it in brown. Let's leave this one in white because that looks cool. And let's do these two in green. And then that one should be in like a blue of some sort. I'm trying to think. Let's do that shady rainforest again for this one. Because it's pine, that'd be appropriate. That'd be so let Let me see if I can get another color of green here. And definitely, we'll try that. And then we're gonna use that blue also. Let's use a bright green. This is gonna be Green Oasis. So there's some green there. And then this last one, I'm gonna go ahead and use this Warm Breeze. I just like the way that looks, so give it a little bit of blue into the card. And do that. Great. Set all of my VersaFine colors off to the side here. Let's start assembling. Let's start putting the card together. Set that aside. Alrighty. So I have this card that we used foil. We used what do you call it? Leafing, gold leafing on here already. And I'm gonna go ahead and add some greenery to it. And then let's do this. Add some of the greenery. Let's add some brown to it. Let's even add this blue. Let's add this blue to the back. Give it a little bit of pop there. I think this last green will go there. That will look very nice. And then what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna take my wax and I'm just gonna go ahead and pour my wax over the top of the bottom of my branches here. Ooh, I don't think that's enough. And I'm gonna use the New Mexico state symbol because I love New Mexico. So I'm gonna use the Z across. And then we're just gonna set it off to the side here just for a quick second. I don't think that's enough wax. No, that's plenty. That looks good. At least you get the general idea of what that looks like. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take some foam dots. This is Stampin' Up! Foam dots that I got from BoQ Creations that I really like because they are small and they're thin enough, they're thin layers, and they just work very well. So Joyce over at BoQ Creations can help you with your supplies. If anything particular that you need. There's other stores in Canada. If you're located in Canada, you can contact Diane Prince. Diane has some stuff that she can definitely help you out with. Or if you're in the UK, I know Sir Stamp-A-Lot is great. And they can definitely point you in the right direction for all of your crafting needs. So I'm just using, again, if you have not seen that video for my no shaping flowers, this is how I do my no shaping flowers. I foam dot it and I place it right in the middle here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some foam dots and I'm just gonna place the foam dots right on the bottom of these, as such. And I'm gonna take this and hopefully not get it stuck to my glass mat. This foam dot is very sticky. So I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna put another one here to kind of hide the seal, but not really, because I want the seal to be shown. And then I'll take my glue that's been sitting here, and I'm going to add glue to the bottom of these. there. And then I'm going to take some gems. I have some gems here that are, no, see, I want some opaque gems. So I'm going to go ahead and take some of that opaque gems from my stash here. I'm going to take some glue, place it right in the center here. Put that right on top. Like that. Perfect. Perfect. And then I'm gonna blow up my chimney there so it doesn't burn all of my candle away. And then what I need is, I need a sentiment. I need a Christmas sentiment. Let's see. What kind of Christmas sentiment can I use? I love Riley & Company. I've been using a lot of Riley & Company these last few days. So let's see if I have a nice Christmas one. This is cool, but it's too big. It's way too big. It says, for anyone else that it's getting cold for Christmas, maybe we can hook up and get a grill going or something. I love that. I'm gonna definitely have to use that on something here in the next week or so. So. This is perfect right here. Definitely want to use this one. This is also from Riley & Company that I'm using. So I'm going to go ahead and line this up with my grid. Make sure that's straight. And I'll go ahead and take a piece of scrap paper here and take some VersaFine mark, VersaFine ink. I want to make sure I was painting the right, doing the right thing. So let's go ahead and do this. Dear Santa, I was framed. How awesome is that? How perfect. I'm gonna clean off my stamp real quick just because I don't want to leave a mess. And then I'm gonna pull out my Tim Holtz deco cutter. Set that aside for a bit. And what I do is, if you look at all the cutters, they have this edge here, this end of the edge. What I do is I always line that to the end of my sentiment, and then I know for a fact that I'm going to get a perfect cut every time, perfect lining every time. So I just do this and I line it up. What I do is I line this up. There's that. It's my sentiment. And I think I'm gonna just foam dot it right there. So I have some Honeybee foam dots off to the side of my desk here. I like the foam dots from Honeybee sometimes too because they are thicker. And they have this little tab on the side that you can just pull off. As you can see, very easy. And I'm gonna go ahead and place that right about here. Like that. And then next and final thing is I will take my hands and I'm just gonna shape these florals. This is what I'm gonna do. This is how I shape my florals. This is what I call my no shaping floral designs from Elizabeth Craft Designs. How neat is that? So that's what I do. There you go. There is your card for this evening. Thank you so much for joining me, and please like and subscribe to my channel, and that way it supports me. And if you put a comment down below, like again, it does help the Facebook algorithm kind of thing, tell it whatever it needs to tell it. And then I'm gonna place this on a card, and this card is now ready to go. Look how cool and easy that was. So thank you again for joining me. Have a good night, everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.